Today we're talking about building a life for Jesus. To do that, you put God first in every part of your life. Making Jesus a priority in everything you do doesn't happen magically or accidentally. It takes hard work. It's not natural for us to put God first before ourselves. However, if we do the hard work of making Him our priority in everything, we will have the best life possible. That doesn't mean there won't be sad times or bad things won't happen in our lives. It means that with God first in our hearts, minds, and souls, we will be able to handle the hard times in a way that pleases God, and He will comfort, love, and guide us while those tough things are happening. When Jesus was alive and preaching, He taught His disciples and a large group of citizens an important message about how to live a godly life. We call that message the Sermon on the Mount, because He stood on the edge of a hill as He taught. Jesus taught a lot of stuff in that sermon. Read all about it in the book of Matthew, chapters 5, 6, and 7. Part of that message He taught was about recognizing people who talk about God but aren't really doing the stuff the Bible says. If you want to build a life on Jesus, it has to start with following the Bible's directions. Here's what Jesus said. If you hear my words and do not follow them, you are like a fool who builds a house on sand. But if you hear my words and do what I say, you are wise like a man who builds his house on a rock. When the rains come and winds blow, the foolish man's house will slide away, but the house on the rock will stay strong. Do what you learn and read from the Bible. It's not only wise, it will save your life when bad storms come. Jesus wasn't just talking about weather situations. He was talking about fighting with your friends and dealing with your parents. He was saying that if you follow my rules at school, home, church, and anywhere you go, you will be okay when bad things happen. Now, those bad things will still happen in your life. But with a life built on Jesus' guidance and direction, you will be okay when that situation is over. If you're saying, I'm a Christian because I come and sit in the tree church every week, then you walk out of church and never think about the lessons again. You go through your week without asking God to guide you. You don't talk to God. You don't recognize mistakes, and you don't work with God to make any changes in your life. Then you are like that fool with a house on the sand. When bad things happen, you're going to freak out. You're going to gossip. You're going to be mad and say things to hurt others that you shouldn't. But if you were doing what God says, praying to Him constantly for help to do things His way, recognizing when you don't and working with Him to change ungodly behavior, then you are like the wise man. When bad things happen, you may still be scared. It may be shocking, but you will go right to God, talking to Him and asking Him to calm you down. Asking Him to help you react in a way that He likes, trusting Him to do what's best for you in that situation. And when the bad situation is over, you're going to see that you're okay, that God was with you, and that your life built on Jesus is still strong. Then you will praise and thank God for being so good. That's what people with God as their priority do. Here are some tips based on today's lesson to take with you and help you build a life for Jesus. Take 1. Spend time with God daily. Take 2. Change ungodly behavior. Take 3. Want to please God. Work to make God the most important part of each and every day. And remember to treat others the way you want to be treated. See you next week, Tree Church kids.